The USA Network presents the U.S. Clown and Freestyle Jump Championships. From beautiful Cypress Gardens, Florida, the water skiing capital of the world, featuring the best professional clown acts and freestyle jump champions from the world's most prestigious water ski shows. The U.S. Clown and Freestyle Jump Championships are brought to you by Mastercraft, the standard by which all others are judged. Budweiser Light, the best never comes easy. That's why there's nothing else like it. Chrysler Marine, inboard and outboard power of the Cypress Gardens Water Ski Review. Mobile detergent gasoline for your everyday driving needs. And by Levi's jeans, cords, and shirts for quality and style you can count on. Hello, everybody. Art Ekman along with Steve File, surrounded by the Cypress Gardens family, including Fluff the rabbit. Of course, some of the playful animals in the park with their trainers, and the lovely Southern Belles as well. Steve, we've got some zany clown acts coming up and some very, very exciting jumping action.
Yes, we do, Art. Hot dog championships, freestyle jumping. That's where the guys will be going across the ramps that speeds up to 45 miles an hour. They select their boat speed, and they'll be doing forward flips, backward flips, and some will be attempting the Mobius, a full twisting gainer.
Well, we've seen some of the practice action, and it certainly does look like it might be exciting. What about the clowns now? The oldsters and the youngsters alike are going to be very pleased with them, I know.
Okay, we've sent invitations out all across the country. We have ski shows that have sent their clown acts from their respective shows here to Cypress Gardens. They'll be participating during the ski show here. They'll be scored from originality, how they're presented, and it's going to be a good, fun afternoon.
One thing about show skiing is they just can't stop because there's a little breeze, and we do have a comfortable breeze here in Florida. Will it affect the water very much?
I don't think so. These people are committed. They have to go at showtime when the spectators are there. They can't say, hey, conditions aren't right, we're not going to ski. So we got a little breeze on, of course. It's just a part of the test.
Okay, we're all set for the action. Coming up next, freestyle jumping action when we return to Cypress Gardens and the U.S. Clown and Freestyle Jump Championships. The freestyle jumping competition. Let's take a look at what happened earlier in the day in round one. The highlights. The skier can take the best of 2 rounds for his final score out of 3 rounds. Each round he gets 3 jumps, and here's Al McCoy, Steve.
Art, Al is doing the front forward flip. A little chatter on the skis. You see a little rough water in the course. Now here's the critical point. That launch right at the top. He must set up for a full rotation. Then the other key element is the landing. He has to set up and ski away from it. The wind today giving the guys a little bit of a problem. It looks like over rotation. You see him put his hands up, trying to stop the motion, get down in the water, and burns and crashes.
22-year-old did well in the other 2 jumps, though, with 334 points, despite that crash on that particular one. advanced in this particular round. Scott Clack, what talent he's got.
Scott's doing the gainer, the full backflip, full extension, beautiful jumper. Just done perfect. Had problems on the landing. Now on his back, he's got one ski in the air, the other hand is on the handle, and he's skiing out. A good jump.
Distance also being judged in this competition, as well as the successful motion. 647 points for Clack. Now Harold Cole.
A 720-degree spin, toe line wrapped around the body. He must do a full 360-degree turn, unwinding, and now he must make a hand change there. Those hands are on the handle, stands up, and problems for Harold. He loses the ski, but he will still score.
Well, Harold Cole had two other great jumps. He's in first place after the first round with 799 points. Scott Clack second, Al McCoy, Dan Smith, Bill Van Olen in that order. In the second round, we had some spectacular spills that affected the standings. Here's McCoy trying the 360 helicopter, Steve.
The helicopter spin, the toe line wraps completely around the body, and while in the air, it unwinds. Spinning the skier, he comes around, gets in a forward skiing position, lands and skis away.
Terrific for McCoy. And now, the Mobius, worth 350 points.
Harold Cole spinning while in the air, doing a full backflip. Now watch the landing. Look at the recovery. Almost forward, almost tumbles in the water, loses one ski, but stands up and skis away.
Terrific jump for Cole. And now Scott Clack trying the 720. He's got the rope wrapped around him, Steve.
This is the helicopter spin. In addition, he'll do a hand-to-hand turn at the end of it. There's 360 degrees. Watch the hand exchange. The ski gets behind him. Scotty's down in the water. Scott Clack is in trouble. Down on his side. Both skis still on. Look at the valiant effort. He's trying to make him get back. Determination.
Before he hits that right-out buoy, Steve, but he's holding on. It's got to be punishing right there.
It is. Watch the shoulder bury in the water. See the water being displaced. Look at the energy it takes to put forth this evening. The right-out buoy is the end of the course.
The second round, Clack had the most points, as you see there. Harold Cole in second place, close behind with McCoy, Van Olen, and Smith. As we get set for the final round of freestyle competition, the point totals show us that Harold Cole is the current leader. Scott Clack, McCoy, Smith, and Van Olen. But now the way the system works, they can throw out their worst rounds previous. If they should have a great third round, Steve, it sets it up and changes the standings drastically.
You bet, Art. We have got the scene set for the toughest competition going this afternoon. Harold Cole will set the pace. Scotty Clack knows what he has to do. Harold will be the final skier.
It's in reverse order, those standings. The important thing is, with the first two rounds scored and totaled, that determines in what order they will ski. So it does have some importance. Bill Van Olen, 24 years old, originally from Pine Island, Minnesota. He is the ski show director of the brand new Six Flags Atlantis Water Ski Show in Hollywood, Florida. He's getting set at the dock to take on 3 runs in the final round. The water looks a little smoother since the first 2 rounds, Steve.
That's right. The wind has laid down a little bit and changed direction slightly.
Van Olen has skied professionally at other attractions for several years. He's going to the University of Central Florida, a junior there, studying advertising and public relations. He's taking the turn now as the boat starts to pick up the speed and go for the ramp for the first run. Van Olen on his way. Has a good position. The helicopter. And he makes it. A conservative move on the first run.
That's right. The tow line was wrapped completely around the body. Boat speed 35 miles an hour. Bill set up. He's testing the course right now. He's got to come up from far behind.
Let's take a look at that helicopter move.
There we see the tow line wrapped around the body, holding on with his free hand. Now as he gets to the top of the ramp, he'll push away, turn and loosen the tow line, and there it is. The line unwraps, spins him around, gets the forward skiing position, and skis out of it.
The crowd appreciating that fine jump. Distance is also being registered. Off the ramp, he tries it again. Does he hold on?
No, he doesn't. It was the gainer, the full back flip. You could see he was off axis as he came down for the landing. Landed going away from the boat, fell onto his back, pulled around, and lost the tow line. A tough break for Bill.
146 is his second best round, so he will take that to add to his total for the final statistics. Now, as we mentioned, not only do they have to successfully make the leap to get the points, but also the distance is judged, and our chief judge, Stu McDonald, is in charge of a terrific band of volunteers that are making sure everything goes right. Along with Stu McDonald, we've got Carol Lowe and C.W. Lowe and Rick McCormick. Dan Smith now. There you see, he represents the Great Adventure Water Ski Spectacular. He's 21 years old from Iron Mountain, Michigan. He's a senior at Marquette University in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Been skiing professionally for the past 2 summers with Water Ski Shows Incorporated. Dan Smith trying to better now. He'll score in the 3rd round. The boat taking the turn. Smith with 322 points the first try. And 474 his 2nd round. Let's see if he can better that. Launches the ramp. Over! Does he have control? Yes, he does, Steve.
This is a good lead, Bart. There's a lot of rough water in the course now. Boats from all over are out on the lake, and with the boats churning, that's rough water on the course.
Let's check the action now with Smith once again.
See him duck his head, push off the ramp. That's the key. Get that square push right off the top of the ramp. The second important thing is to set up for the landing. He must get his hand back on the handle, skis under him. It's a good land. He's sitting back, being conservative because of the choppy water. Here he is on his 2nd.
Here comes the 2nd jump. Lost a ski, but holds on, Steve.
A good leap. That's the gainer, the backward flip. You can see you must maintain that rotation. You must stay on axis as it rotates. Right ski was out a little bit, got behind him, sucked off on the landing, but it'll score as a good leap.
Dan Smith now will have to get the ski back on. Let's check out that last one.
Just exploding off the top of the ramp, slipping around there, and skis must come back under him. It's a difficult and hard fall if you under-rotate on this one.
Looked like his body was off balance to the side, and that ski went out.
Because of your direction of the double weight cut, you're landing going away from the boat, and it's a difficult landing to make. So we drop him down in the water, bring his ski back to him. We'll bring him back for his 3rd jump.
Well, check out another angle of that final jump.
Watch at the top of the ramp. See his hit going back, full extension here. Skis coming around, and this is the tough part. Get those skis around before the landing. Slightly under rotating, smack. It's a hard and fast fall.
Okay, our chief scorer for today's action, Jim McCormick, is Dan Smith. Up, and he's ready for his 3rd round of the final round. Boat picking up speed. Concentration now, comes across the lake, hits the helicopter, successful.
No, he lost the handle, the rough water in the course. You can see the chatter on the skis as he made the approach to the ramp. Tough break.
So it'll be interesting to see what kind of distance he got in his first 2 successful leaps to see if he can better his score. Maybe we can see where it went wrong.
There's the tow line wrapped around the body. Did you see the skis? They're doing that flutter on the approach. Now he must get an extension, turn around, away from it. He's got a good headwind. The line is staying plenty tight. Good control here. Now he's got to get this hand back right on the handle, right on landing. Now he's sitting back on the wake, stretching forward. There his ski sucks off, and he maintains balance, but he's lost the tow line.
And look at that, a moment of frustration. Let's check the camera from the boat now.
It's just a tough landing. He's a good control all the way around. Comes down, hits on the water. Now watch their left ski suck off. Dan says, oh, well.
Unfortunate run for Dan Smith, but a gallant try. The 365 points of the 3rd round would put him temporarily in 1st place. Coming up next, U.S. Clown events from Cypress Gardens here on the USA Network. All the water skiers here at Cypress Gardens are being pulled by Mastercraft, and there's several good reasons. And to go over some of those reasons, we've got the president and the owner of Mastercraft, Rob Shirley. Rob, a lot of innovation has gone in over the years, I would imagine, to get such an efficient machine like this.
That's correct, Art. We've spent 16 years on this particular design, a lot of which you can't see. But there's a couple of things that I can show you, and we can start with the motor. This engine is a 330 horsepower Chrysler engine, which a lot of people think would burn a lot of fuel and be very difficult to operate. But because of its weight and balance, and because of the gear ratio that we do and some secret things that we do underneath the boat, it is very, very fuel efficient and easy to operate, and it also makes a very small wake behind the boat.
Well, that's essential for water skiers, of course, but you still get the power, right?
Oh, a tremendous amount of power. It pulls 16, 17 skiers here at Cypress Gardens with no problems.
Well, you know how anxious I am to go for a ride, so let's put the hatch down and take it out on the lake.
Okay.
Rob, the fans can see the maneuverability of this boat, not only in the shows, but I think they can see it right now as we're in it, but they can't feel the touch on the steering wheel.
That's correct. Whether you're going along at 40 miles an hour like we're probably doing right now, or down at 15 miles an hour, which would be a good speed to teach your child how to ski, the steering and the throttle and the ease of sight is very, very safe.
You can see both through the front very easily and the skier in back.
That's correct. You want to be able to sit in the seat in a very comfortable position and a safe position to see where you're going and be able to operate the boat properly.
You know what amazes me in some of these crazy moves, and we might add, only expert drivers should try these moves, but it amazes me the stability of this boat.
Yes, most people think the boat rolls up on its side in a very tight turn. This boat turns very flat and very safe. It gives you a nice, safe feeling in a very tight situation.
Safety is one of the keys of this Mastercraft.
It is the most important thing we have to offer.
Assembled here at Cypress Gardens, the very best in Cometic show skiers in water skiing. They've come from all over the United States to participate in this competition. Now, we'd like to go to one of the big clown-arounds, Steve File, your friend and mine. Steve, where's Steve?
Well, here's Corky the Clown. He became very, very popular in the early 60s. Is still here at Cypress Gardens.
Corky, wild ride.
What was it ever? That's the wildest, craziest boat I've ever seen in my life.
Well, we got a lot of loose bolts around here.
Yeah, we're having fun today.
Corky, you ready for the competition?
Yes, I am. Boy, it's going to be a good time, too. From Gatlinburg, Tennessee, Aqua the Clown. His little brother, Aqua Jr., from Hollywood, Florida, and then up in New Jersey. Hillbillies from New Jersey. Can you... Zeke Hatfield and family.
Corky's got to be one of the favorites, ladies and gentlemen, better known as Steve File.
Thank you, Art.
What about the costume? It looks a little bulky to be out there climbing around.
It is. Comedy water skiing is one of the most difficult things there is to do in the show. It takes the best talent on the water as well as on the land. It's a team effort between the driver, the skier, and of course the announcer. So it's, in addition to the skiing abilities, it's the actor. You got to be able to deliver the lines at the proper time. So here again, it's that function of that team effort. So we're going to see what the guys have put together for us.
Okay, you've got some safety gear underneath that, though.
That's
we want
right.
to make sure the fans know that.
You always wear your life vest, and the costume is a bit cumbersome, so it makes you work a little bit harder. So it's good fun. Get out there and be a comedy.
Okay, let's get to the competition, Steve. Chris Brady, originally from Manchester, England, from the Great Smoky Mountain Water Circus in Tennessee, and he will be Aqua the Clown.
We'd like to welcome you all to Cypress Gardens, the home of the 1983 National Clown and Freestyle competitions. And we've seen some of the top What do you... Folks, this is Aqua the Clown. What do you want?
You know those guys who do all that jumps over those bumps with the flippies and the whirlies?
Yeah.
That was nothing.
Was nothing?
I want to show these people my world-famous one-ski jump.
One ski jump? Now that's impossible, Aqua. In all the competitions we've seen today, folks, no one has ever even thought of a one-ski jump. Says he's gonna do it. Well, I'll take a sit here and get him all ready, lined up for the first jump. Here he comes, folks. Boat speed up from the bottom of that jump. Up! Now what's he doing? Uh-oh. Gonna give him the world-famous Aqua land. Right up to the beach he comes. Hey, you better look at Nice job. Hey, Aqua, did you enjoy your trip?
What?
picking on me again? I am mad. Feel mad. You've just been picking on me too much.
I have not been picking on you.
Have to.
I have not.
Have to.
Have not.
Have not.
I have to.
I told you so. Hey, you know what?
What?
It's time for a change.
Time for a change? What? Whose phone booth is that?
That's my phone, so you better beware.
I can't. Larry, what is going on? Super Aqua! First out of his phone booth. I want you to look at the muscles on that thing over there. Arms of steel. Toothpick, I mean legs. It's the one, the only Super Aqua. Ready now for his attempt onto the water. The captain of comedy. The enforcer of laughter. The one, the only. It's Super Aqua. Folks back home at the Great Smoky Mountain Water Circus Park, Aqua does this act 3 times a day, 7 days a week. And this is his favorite part of the show. You know why? Never tells us what he's going to do. Oh, no, the big jump. Up, and away! Boy, stuck in the mud, yeah. Folks, right now, let's meet the man behind the funny face. From all the way across the Atlantic waters, from Manchester, England, Chris Brady, Aqua the Clown.
It's Hatfield and McCoy.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're with Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey, one of the Six Flags parks. We're here to do just a little bit of comedy for you this afternoon. Now, not many people think that close to New York City and around there's many hillbillies, but well, here comes one of them in right now. This is old Zeke Hatfield, and this is Candy Mae McCoy right here. They're going to get married today, folks. Zeke, you pick her up and come right on over and I'll little whoa. That's her 2 brothers, folks, Clarence and Homer out there. Hey, wait a minute. Listen, hey, Homer, what you drinking there, buddy?
Shine!
Shine? Isn't that a little potent to be drinking on a Sunday?
This is a weak batch.
It's a weak batch, huh? I bet it's a weak batch. Hey, Clarence, put the gun down.
What gun?
The gun behind your back. I see it. It's right there.
Oh, this here gun?
That gun.
It ain't even loaded.
It ain't loaded. It's not loaded. What's going on? Listen, he was pointing the other way. Zeke, come on, get up, buddy. Listen, they're putting water skis on. I think they're going to leave. You better go and get her, okay? You go get her, okay? But get up on your feet. You got all kinds of problems. There's 2 of them. There's just 1 of you.
I got myself a knife.
You got an idea. How you going to have an idea when there's 2 out there and there's...
With me now.
You can't go around shooting people. You do anything you want to do. I'm not going to say a word, okay? Hey, look out in the water, boys. He's got a loaded gun. Oh, no. Hey, there's 1 more left.
There's 1 more of me left, too.
1 more of you left, too. What are you going to do to him?
I'll give him a chance. The old mirror shot.
The old mirror shot. You don't even have a mirror, though. I don't know. Hey, Candy Mae, duck down. Oh, look out in the water. Oh, no. Nailed him good, huh? What are you going to do now?
I'm going to go get married. Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Got to go get married. Gatlinburg, Tennessee, he says. Now he's going over here and jumping in his little boat. I really don't know what's going on up here anymore, folks. Now he's getting his boat and he's going to drive around for a while. Clarence and Homer out here in the water, they got blown out of the skis. Here's Candy Mae skiing around out here, and Zeke's in his little boat. Zeke, listen, buddy, what are you doing? You got to be careful out there, okay? Just hold on a minute. Listen, slow. You can't do that. Would you looky there? Swept her off her feet, our 2 lovebirds, Zeke Hatfield and Candy Mae McCoy.
More U.S. Clown Antics when we return to beautiful Cypress Gardens at the U.S. Clown and Freestyle Jump Championships.
Cypress Gardens.
Scott Clack, he's 20 years old from Lake Wells, Florida. His boat drivers Russ Daly and Mike Markowitz will be his announcer in this competition.
Wait a minute,
Here's Corky.
Wait a minute. You wait a minute, Corky. What are you doing out here? You want to jump the ramps out there? Well, you're going to need some equipment to do that. You know, things that go on your feet. You'll be right back. He's going backstage, I guess, to get some skis so he can jump the ramp out there. Corky, hurry up. Well, boy, you're fast. How'd you do that? What have you got in that box, Corky? You're not telling. You have your rope. And you have the Mastercraft boat. You have plenty of water. What do you got in the box? Shoes. Hey, wait a minute, Corky. You can't jump a ramp in shoes. Those are big shoes. Little skis. You're going to break in the shoe business. Or you're going to break something, that's for sure. Put your soul into this. You hear me? Put your soul into it.
My soul?
Yes.
Not my feet?
And your feet. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
Well, shoo on out of here. Shoo! There he goes. Corky, our shoe skiing clown. Straighten up. Straighten up. Get those cameras ready, folks. He's going to jump the ramp. He's a shoe in. He and the ramp are in for a shoe down. Movies, roll him, stills, focus, frame in. He's heading right for it. There he comes. He missed the ramp. Well, he's pointing to the inside ramp. He wants to jump the inside ramp. Come on, Corky, you can do it. All the way. Up and over. Stand up, Corky. Get up there and jump. Come on, get down. You heard me, get down. No, I don't mean get down. I mean get back in here. Jump and get back in here. I need to talk to you. Just jump. Boy, you're quick. Corky, how did you do that? Listen, Corky. We need you to jump the ramp. This is freestyle competition here. You need bigger water boards. Great big ones. But we need to call Fred, our equipment manager. Let's call Fred. Hey, Fred! Oh, boy, talk about equipment. Woo! Who cares about Corky? Let's hear it for Fred! Boy, Corky, she's a knockout. You like her? Yeah. Go get her! Well, Corky, what happened? You did more than reach the end of your rope. You fell for Fred. Come on, jump into your skis and we'll get the show on the water. We're making some progress here. He's got one on. That's the right one. Okay. And the other one. You know which one that is? The wrong one. You're all set, Corky. Go, boat. Say hit it. Pull yourself together. Pull the act together. Thank you. The moment of truth arrives, he's lying. Do you believe it? Stand up. Waving to as many fans at the Guards of the World Stadium. He's about as predictable as the wind, changing direction and full of hot air. Stay behind the boat, Corky. He enjoys golfing in his spare time. We don't have a golf course here at Cypress Gardens, but we have the next best thing. Corky's very own green. Par for the course. What do you think? Oh, my gosh! He just pulled somebody off the photo pier. Could someone over there give him a hand? He's down the fourth row. He's applauding. Here comes Corky. He's going to try the jump. Step on up there. Right, left, right, left. Hold it. Now jump. Jump, jump, jump. No, no, no. Jump in the lake. There's a what down there? A great big alligator. Some chicken up there. No ordinary chicken. Faster than a speeding Mastercraft. able to leap tall ramps with a single bound. It's Super Corky. Duck! Almost lost their heads over that one. Let's try the outside jump. An outside chance he'll make it up and over. And out. Half-width made it halfway. Now where are you going? He's pointing to the inside jump. He wants another try at it. This is it, Corky. 3 strikes and you're out. He's turning around. He's coming back at a rather frightening rate of speed. I did say he's coming back. That's Corky, everybody.
With us, another judge of the clown competition, Ron Severini, and a highly qualified judge because he's the director of the Bob and Bailey Ringling Brothers College for Clowns. And I guess the aesthetic distance is a little different from being in a circus tent, but the same comedic skills are taking place, I would imagine.
Well, absolutely. You know, they have to have it in their heart to be funny and make the people laugh. It's much more difficult to be there on the water than it is to be on the terra firma.
You meet a lot of clowns on the street, but you also have a lot of clowns trying to get in your college.
We have 6,000 people that apply and only 60 get in. It's the toughest school to become enrolled in the entire world.
Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Aqua Jr. from Six Flags Atlantis Water Ski Show, Stuart Tolsman. He's 22 years old, originally from Middletown, Wisconsin. This is his first season skiing professionally for the newly opened Six Flags Atlantis show in Hollywood, Florida. He learned to ski behind a pontoon boat at the age of 5.
All right, well, we got a great show from, of course, Six Flags Atlantis for you. Now, we have got a very special person coming over from the zoo department. You have, of course, Mr. Sedgwick, Sir Sedgwick, as he is known, is going to be bringing over some fine animals for us to see today. Oh, my goodness. Hello there. Who are you?
I'm Sir Sedgwick.
Wait a minute. You're Sir Sedgwick? You mean you train all those great big gargantuan animals?
You wouldn't believe some of the wild beasts I've trained.
Oh, gosh. Look, it's in the stands. There's a gorilla loose. Sir Sedgwick, do something about that beast. Aqua, oh no, that poor foot. Somebody's, Aqua, where are you going? Oh no, things are in pandemonium. What do you mean, get me out of here, Aqua? The gorilla's coming. I'm getting out of the way. Look out. No. He's going to get you, Aqua. Oh no. Oh! Look, gorilla. Do you want to get Aqua? Oh, the chase has just begun, folks. As Aqua takes on now. Oh, he's going to catch it. He's going to catch him. I know he is. And then we're going to be in good shape. What do you call that out there? Oh no. Where are you going, Aqua? You better get out of the way. Aqua, no, seriously, now, we're getting time consuming. You're really going to have to get off of that job. Oh no! Wait a minute! Hold it, somebody! There's a boat loose on the lake. There's no driver. Oh no! Look! Stop in the name of King Kong. Is that your boat? How do you do that?
Magic!
Magic. Well, some of it looks like it works, didn't it? Got his little boat right out there. Hey, Aqua, oh, look at that. What's that?
Jump service!
Oh, jump service. What's the name of that little boat there, Aqua?
What?
What's the name of your little boat?
Oh, this is Little Chrysler.
Oh, that's Little Chrysler. Real good. Does he do anything besides haul you around the lake and stuff?
Oh, no, he does tricks.
He does tricks? Do I want to see one? No, not particularly.
You want to see a trick?
Do you want to see a trick? Oh, okay.
Sit up.
All right, here we go. Now, sit up, Little Chrysler. Hello. Oh, real good. Down. Hey, listen, Aqua, can I ask you one?
Oh, sure.
Oh, real good. Here you go, Little Chrysler. Do me a favor, please. Roll over. Roll over. Real close, too, huh? Well, all right, Aqua, you go ahead and get up here. Little Chrysler better come a little more forward. Look at that, folks. He's just dry as he can be, doing a good job. Aqua. Oh, no, Aqua! Look out! It's the gorilla! Hurry, take it from here! Bye, folks!
waiting for the judge's decision in the clown division, we'd like to thank Joe Little of Bud Light, Rob Shirley of Mastercraft, Joe Shemakas of Chrysler Marine, and Dick Polk Jr. of Cypress Gardens for helping us with terrific cooperation, helping us bring these exciting acts to you. Final results now in, as you see there, the clown competition. Corky from Cypress Gardens, the winner with 111 points. Hatfield and McCoy, Aqua and Aqua Jr. in that order. With us, the winners of the clown division from Cypress Gardens, incidentally. Scott Blackman already met Aqua Jr. Scott just met up, but you didn't have a chance earlier to meet Phil Beyer. Phil, of course, we didn't introduce you because it was the surprise of having two people out there and the Corky out there.
That was the whole idea of the act, is to catch them off guard. We didn't want them to see both of us at the same time, and it worked pretty well for us.
Scott, I was amazed when I heard that it wasn't too long ago that you dreamed up this act. You really haven't had a lot of practice at it.
No, we haven't really. Phil was on vacation. He came back 2 days prior to the event. Kind of thought it up. We hadn't originally planned to do this, but then we thought it up overnight, more or less. Put it together, got the boat drivers together, and it worked out really well for us.
Well, that coordination is so important, Phil. The boat drivers and the PA announcer.
Exactly. Our PA announcer is excellent and really helps us put everything together. And our boat drivers picked up what we wanted them to do real quick. One of them we hadn't worked with until this morning, and he picked it up. The whole thing worked great.
We'll be back with more freestyle jumping action when we return here on the USA Network. Next, it's Al McCoy. He's already on the water, as you see there. 22 years old from Hayward, Wisconsin. Skiing for the Great Smoky Mountain Water Ski Circus for the last 2 years. Out of the corner. Gaining some speed. He's going to go over the double wake. That's the ramp. Lost the rope.
Slow to rotate, very slow rotation. Boat speed was up 35 miles an hour plus. Al did a double wake cut, got across the ramp, and just took a long time before he started his rotation across the ramp. Watch this, a little choppy water in the course, and he doesn't get extended well on the ramp. Just coasting across, a full crush, causes a slow rotation, and under-rotates. Barely gets his skis under him prior to the landing. Handle was tossed before he hit the water.
We might be able to see in this angle, Steve, how he lands. It looked like it could have been very, very powerful on the knees.
The setup for this, the key is the launch. He must push well off the ramp, and we can see his knees were bent. There he is, down on his back, hitting, just lucky to get back up with his skis under his feet for the landing.
Al McCoy, 22 years old.
You can bet he can do much better. Here he is again, setting up for a double weight cut.
But made it look easy.
So Al elected to repeat the jump that he fell on in his first attempt. Did the full flip again, and you can see this time he didn't go across that leg with that jump with knees bent. He got the kick he needed, and that's the key. Watch the launch at the top of the ramp. There it is, kicking and almost so high he overturns, coming down in good control here. Choppy water out there. He's got to get that hand on. He doesn't. Hangs on with one hand and still skis away. Super jump for Al.
Al McCoy, Hayward, Wisconsin. Okay, exciting action continues now with Scott Clack as he's preparing there on the dock. Scott is one of the most spectacular jumpers I've ever seen, representing the Cypress Gardens Ski Review right here at Cypress Gardens. So he's well familiar with Lake Eloise. Scott Clack definitely wanting to better his position because he's got some terrific competition from Harold Cole. You expect him to go all out, Steve, here?
Yes, Scott knows what he has to do. I think he'll be setting up to do a 720. This is the jump that gave him problems in the first round. That caused the fall. As I said earlier, there's some wind on the course. It's not really rough from the wind. But he wants to use that headwind on his first jump on his first one.
What point-wise would that be?
The 700, once the return, is worth 200 points.
By the nature of the point total, you can see it's going to be a very difficult one. Scott now approaching. Gets up the speed. The boat must be going about 38 miles an hour now. Scott approaching the ramp. Twist! He made it look so easy.
Oh, was that a clean gainer? I was wrong in stating the 720. He's doing the gainer, a full backflip, and never have you seen one more clean. Perfect form throughout the air.
Scott taught by his mother, who was a water skier here at Cypress Gardens. Barbara. She says, I didn't teach him some of these moves. He did it on his own. Here's the second one.
The 720 return, that's the one he had problems with earlier. And you can see a slack line from that tailwind. He had to get his hand on the handle for the landing. He did. He played back a little bit, stood up, skied away. Successful jump.
Scott Clack, he had 646 points, 647 in the first run. He's trying to better that right now.
There it is. You see that key? The line is slack. A tailwind will cause that. Look at a slack line there. He got his hand on it. You can see a happy face. That expression tells it all.
1,333 points, and this is a very important one right here. Scott Clack.
The full twisting gainer to the other. Can he get up? No.
Oh, he tried awfully hard to regain his balance on one ski, Steve, but just couldn't quite do it.
Disappointment. Strategy here was to put the worst jump into the headwind so he'd have that tight line for it. Let's watch where he gets in trouble. He'll leave the ramp, do a backflip. While he's doing the backflip, he's unwinding now, doing the twist. As he comes around, you see him get his hand onto the rope, but skis are not quite in control. He turns around, they're crossed as he lands. His left ski was across his right ski, down on the water, but he doesn't give up. Look at this guy battle. Down into the water, burrowing into his shoulder. Left ski coming high there. Now he'll get in trouble as he bounces into the wake, lost the tow line, and a tough break for Scott.
What a phenomenal try, though, when you see him in midair like that. There's his third round score of 457 points, so Clack will take the first two rounds, which would give him a 1,209 total.
We'll be right back with the final rounds of the Freestyle Jump Championships from beautiful Cypress Gardens.
Harold's a native of Fenton, Michigan. SeaWorld of Florida for 6 years. 21 years old. He's very well known as a radical freestyle maneuver skier. First person to complete the full twisting gainer back in October of '82. Going into the final round, he's the leader. A terrific first round of 647 points. Steve, do you think he can beat that total?
I know he'll be giving it his best shot. Harold's a very fierce competitor, a lot of determination, just as Scott Clack.
Scott Clack currently in the #1 position after all 3 rounds. Here's Cole's first try. Up and over. Hangs on. Very nice recovery.
More and more boats coming into the Lake Eloise. Choppy water is on the lake. Not from the wind, but boat waves.
Let's take a look at technique now, Steve.
Look at the chatter of the skis on the approach. There he is. He extends at the top of the ramp, pushes back, and there he comes around. Just nice and smooth. A very conservative, safe style jump.
I would think once you turned around and looked down at the water that it would seem extremely close.
That's very difficult for any skier. They must have that total awareness wherever they are at any time.
Cole's second run. Full house here at Cypress Gardens in the stands watching this action. Oh, he lost it. Awfully hard. I wonder if he's hurt. Oh, he puts up his hand.
There's the American Water Ski Association hand signal. Universal throughout the world. In the way they mean you're okay. That was the Mobius, the full twisting gainer. This was the jump he originated in October of 1982. Very difficult, as I stated. The tailwind gives you a slack line. Look at the chatter of the skis on the approach. It's choppy out there. Now watch as he comes up on the ramp. He must throw himself back. He'll turn loose with his tow line. You see how he has wrapped across. It's a cross-type ramp. He's reaching across, maintaining his balance, coming to the ramp. Now thrusting back, and he's slipping. At that point, he's in trouble. Spinning around, you see, Harold uses the shorter skis and smack right down in the water. Tries to maintain better control by using the shorter skis. Scott Clack is the longer one.
That was a hard wipeout. Look at this angle.
Smack right down on the water, right in face first.
Okay, let's see if he can do it for the fans. Good speed. Good height. He got it. Happy Harold Cole, Steve.
Yes, it is an excellent jump. He must have learned something on that first one. He slipped. It was the rough water, the tailwind. He did something a little bit different. Found out what he had to do. Modify his technique. Went out and pulled it off. Here it is. You see a little better control on top of the ramp. He's starting his turn right there. Coming around. His skis in much better shape this time. Pulls him under him. He's under rotate. That's where the flaws come. Comes in, both skis down, 3-point landing, gets his hand back on the handle and skis away.
Okay, the fans in the stands giving him a nice hand on the dock. Harold Cole, first years to see there to complete that twisting gainer. The final results of the jump competition of our first annual U.S. Clown and Freestyle Jump Championships. These are the trophies that they'll be awarded. There you see Harold Cole with 1,333 points. Scott Clack also taking his first 2 rounds for that total. Al McCoy in 3rd place had to take his first 2 rounds to get that 848 total, but Dan Smith in the 3rd round made it very, very close for 3rd place with a fine 3rd round. And a fine effort by Von Olin with 643 points, also taking a 3rd round. So let's meet a very pleased Harold Cole from SeaWorld of Florida. Harold Cole, and for him a man-sized trophy for a man-sized performance. Congratulations, Harold.
Thank you very much.
Must be a good experience because the show skiers, the professional skiers are always cognizant of the fact of bringing out the fan reaction. You don't get too many opportunities to get into competition.
That's true. We're all pretty much competitive people, but this is a great opportunity to be able to come out here and compete like this.
And the fans certainly enjoyed it as well.
Sure did, yeah.
Harold, you invented that back Mobius. Was it very difficult doing such a dangerous move in the beginning?
Yeah, well, it was. I had to figure out ways with using the trampoline and any way I could think of to simulate it without actually going out on the water, because once you want something you want to land the first time, you don't get too many second chances. So I prepared myself as much as I could, and I made my first try. And the shorter skis came as a result of some injuries. Yes, I broke my, less than a year ago, I broke my ankle and blew out my knee using the full-length skis in that trick, and I feel that's where the sport has to go as far as the shorter skis. Harold Cole, one of our 2 champions this afternoon.
We're at beautiful Cypress Gardens, Florida with the U.S. Clown and Freestyle Jump Championships. We'll be back with more exciting action after these messages. We warned you there was going to be lots of action, and Steve, that's what we saw.
That's right. Harold Cole, the originator of the Mobius, he brought home the bacon and the jumping. And Scotty Clack and Phil Byer, they put it together for the Clown Act.
And these competitors had a glisten in their eye when they said, a show skier competing?
That's right. It's a rare occasion you can assemble all these show skiers together and give them an opportunity to compete, and they loved it.
It's going to be around for a long time. Art Eckman, on behalf of Steve Pyle, thanking you for being with us at Cypress Gardens, Florida. The U.S. Clown and Freestyle Jump Championship has been brought to you by Mastercraft, the standard by which all others are judged. Budweiser Light, the best never comes easy, that's why there's nothing else like it. Chrysler Marine, inboard power and proven performers, and Chrysler Outboard leading the way with 2-year limited warranty protection. Mobile Detergent Gasoline, mobile detergent gasoline for your everyday driving needs. And by Levi's jeans, cords, and shirts for quality and style you can count on.